I can't breathe. Most of my body's numb. Occasional searing jolts of pain aside. It's been numb for a while. I don't know how much longer I can keep going like this. How much longer I can keep running. Everything I do just leads to more suffering. More pain. More stairs.
Come on, Spot. Pick up the pace.
Betrayed by my closest ally.
Can't. Too many.
My legs are screaming in agony, but no one answers their call.
Raven 3, what's the situation out there? Over.
A voice crackles suddenly and loudly over the radio. I grip the handrail like my life depends on it. Last thing I'd want is to go tumbling down these steps, because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to get up again.
Our adversary is on the roof, sir. Diamond should be still on his person.
Any other hostiles on the roof? Over.
Negative. However, beast is most dangerous when cornered. I advise caution.
Raven 3? I need you to say over. Over.
Ugh, over.
Good. Over and out. You heard him, Spot. Just a few more floors to go.
God, why'd he have to pick a skyscraper?
Shouldn't places like these have elevators? I better be getting a raise after this. I think we're at the top now. There's a big metal door blocking our way.
Stand back.
The boss bars my way with an arm the size of a tree trunk.
You're not seriously going to...
Ow!
He hisses, clutching his foot, hopping around like a madman. I put myself between him and the stairwell. I'm pretty sure they docked my paycheck if I let the boss fall down the stairs and break his back.
That probably wasn't the smartest move.
No kidding.
Here, let me do it.
I grab the door's handle and push forward. Huh, it isn't locked at all. The way the boss is looking at me, you'd think I just aced an exam on quantum physics.
I knew I hired you for a reason.
He gives me a pat on the back and knocks me against a metal door. It slams open wide, blasting us with cold air, bringing us face to face with... the target.
There you are, you treacherous snake. You won't get away this time.
Well, if it isn't the down hound everyone's talking about.
A dark chuckle sounds from the other end of the rooftop. It's enough to send shivers down any man's spine. Or maybe the shivers are just my vertigo getting the best of me. I press on. This uneven rooftop gravel is hell underneath my already sore feet, even with my boots on. And the cool spring air is making me regret my choice of outfit.
I have to admit, I'm surprised you'd be foolish enough to follow me all the way up here. Of course, judging by your fashion sense, making bad choices seems to come rather naturally for you.
Give it up, villain. You've nowhere left to run. Pretty soon, the only thing you're going to be wearing is prison stripes.
I'm not so sure, Monsieur Down Hound. Because, from my point of view, you seem rather cornered yourselves.
Like a predator about to pounce, he regards me with squinted eyes. Alright, this is the moment I've trained for. I assume the position. Shoulders straight, arms outstretched, index finger pointed at the culprit. Just like they do it in the movies.
Hand over those diamonds right now! What was your name again?
The horned chameleon rubs the back of his scaly head, tilting it slightly.
Are you quite serious right now?
I'm bad with names, okay?
I just told you 5 minutes ago. The tragic backstory, remember? The invisibility powers?
It starts with a K.
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
He growls ferociously.
Camo.
Huh?
It's Camo, espèce d'abruti fini! Camo!
Oh, badass. Did you come up with that one on your own?
Next to me, the boss buries his face in his paws.
Can we just fight? Please?
For the love of God, yes.
You're going down, Camo.
It's Cam... You know what? No. I've had just about enough of you. Rise, my minions!
5 butterflies with brightly colored wings ascend behind him, just off the building. Are those actual swords? Actual swords?
Actual swords?
Airborne hostiles. Spotted.
I thought you said there were no other hostiles.
No other hostiles on the roof. Do be listening, yes?
Nothing we can't handle. Let's see this chameleon turn black and blue.
Life flashing before my eyes, I set a new world record for zooming through the 5 stages of grief. My eyes meet the boss's right as I'm at the bargaining stage.
Help!
Easy, Spot.
Easy? Easy? They're gonna kill us!
They might seem scary, but they wouldn't know teamwork if it struck them in the face, which we are about to do, repeatedly.
His warm, gloved paw on my shoulder only does so much to soothe my nerves.
So quick to judge. But you couldn't be further from the truth if you tried. See? Unlike you and your precocious little pup, I take care to train and dress my employees properly. Minions! Make 4 cuts out of them!
No!
My name's Alex De Rooji. I'm 28 years old, completely and utterly single. I live in Schippersburg, the capital of Batavia, where the weather is never just right and we always find something to complain about. This is gonna sound cliche, but you're probably wondering how I ended up here. Truth is, I wonder too. Not just anyone decides to throw on some thigh-high boots and mask to fight an overgrown lizard on top of a skyscraper. But it's my actual, honest-to-God job now. It's a long story, but long stories seems to be all the rage these days, right? It all started a while ago.
Vous m'avez sérieusement interrompu pour un flashback?
I remember it clear as day.
Bon, on dirait que je suis bloqué là. Le noir et le blanc, c'est tellement ringard.
De Halve Hen, 1849, Friday. The last few rays of sunlight bleed through the stained glass windows of this old bar. So too bleeds my nemesis, the This grueling battle's lasted most of the day, but I finally have him where I need him. All it takes is one more blow. I steel myself and ready my weapon.
You're right there, Alex.
Do you know another word for spiky plant with soothing juice?
How many letters?
4.
Probably aloe then?
My strokes are quick, precise. All it takes is 4 letters and my name and address, and I'll have conquered this week's crossword magazine. I sheathe my trusty weapon by putting on the cap and snack on some celebratory peanuts. They're so salty. I think I just swallowed 5 times my daily recommended sodium intake.
You know those contests are all rigged, right?
Jules won a hairdryer once.
The one he had to pawn off because he doesn't have any fur?
He still won.
The Sphinx cat sitting on the stool next to me looks up from their phone like a fish coming up for air. It doesn't stop them from continuing to scroll down a never-ending newsfeed of celebratory gossip and food photos, all while stirring a cup of tea with their other paw. A true master of multitasking, this one. With the owner out for a smoke, it's just the 2 of us here right now. Some would say it's pretty dead for a Friday night, but I don't mind. Sometimes the rich, bitter aroma of fresh coffee is better company than most of the regulars. Or so I like to tell myself to ease the creeping loneliness.
What are you trying to get anyway?
I close the magazine and stuff it into the messenger bag sitting at my feet, kicking it under the dark, scratched wooden counter.
Grand prize is a new bike.
They cock an eyebrow. The stirring stops, their tea still swirling in its cup, no doubt struggling to break down the entire pot of sugar they downed in it.
Old one giving up the ghost?
I nod my head solemnly, swallowing, memories playing in my mind like a clip show episode.
Sucks, man.
I've had that rust bucket since high school, but I still feel a pit in my stomach just thinking about it.
You said it. I just had it fixed up last month, too.
There's some things even a good oiling and lubricating can't fix.
Yeah, my love life's living proof of that.
God bless its little wheels. It's been through a lot.
They wipe a fake tear from their eye, popping a single peanut into their mouth.
Dad said it's just at the end of its lifespan. I'd buy a new one, but money's a bit tight at the moment.
More like always, but Lou doesn't need to know that.
Can you borrow someone else's? What about Max's? I don't ever see him riding it.
That's because he just flies everywhere. I bury my face in my paws, resting my elbows on the counter.
And he doesn't let me ride it anymore.
How come?
I kinda almost crashed last time I borrowed it.
Actually, I did crash. Fell right into the canal, too. Damn near got hit by an underwater train when I tried to swim out. Who knew they went so fast? The door opens, and for just a second, a crisp spring breeze grazes my fur, making it stand on end.
Alex be getting in trouble again.
What else is new?
Feathers tickle the back of my neck, and I feel a clawed hand on my shoulder. Well, well, if it ain't the namesake of this place.
You better not be molting right now.
Hey, Willie, how's the weather out there?
I catch the telltale scent of cigarettes and freshly ground coffee. The rotund rooster slips between us, offering Lou the closest thing to a smile someone without pliable lips can muster. Even with just the 3 of us in here, his presence fills the room.
Absolute shite it is. They expected some spring showers in a couple of hours, so I hope you brought your raincoats.
Nothing out of the ordinary for Shippersburg.
Lou takes a sip of their tea. The slurping is very audible.
I like it. Sun's terrible for my skin anyway.
Well, I don't. All this rain lately hasn't been good for business, and with the anniversary coming up and all.
Anniversary?
First time I hear about that.
Blimey, don't tell me you forgot about the big 25.
You didn't put up any flyers or anything. How are we supposed to know?
Pardon me for thinking. I built up enough of a reputation.
The Hen does apparently appear in some sightseeing guides. Probably the only LGBT bar that does. I've been coming here almost every week since college, so I know some of the stories. It used to be an old church building that sat abandoned for decades after the war. According to Willem, the Shippersburg City Council kept making plans for it. A recreation center, a mall, even a museum at one point. But they dragged their feet for so long that eventually they just decided on demolishing it. And that's when Willem ended up buying it for dirt cheap. To say it took a lot of elbow grease to fix up is an understatement. He's shown me pictures of what it was like before, and the building had more holes in it than a cheese factory. He did keep the stained glass windows, even the church bell still works, allegedly, though I've never heard it ring.
Lately, the only thing anyone's talking about is that art gallery across the street. What's an art gallery got that I don't have, eh?
About...
They scroll down on their phone and catch a glimpse of some old-looking paintings on their screen.
10,000 followers?
Up to go it. I've seen their ads and billboards around town. Apparently, they've recently bought in a dress made entirely out of euro bills and diamonds, worth a whopping 6 million euros in total. Forget the bike. I could buy out an entire biker gang with that kind of money.
For one gallery.
They shrug.
Art's getting more popular with young people these days, and they've snagged lots of big-name artists. They even have a Van Howell link.
You ask me, I'd rather have a couple good regulars than a Van Howell link or a faceless crowd of followers.
Do you even have an account?
The rooster brushes clawed fingers through his comb, shaking his head.
For the love of God, it's 2035. Get with the times, Willie. Al here can help you out sometime.
Lou's bony elbow hits me right in the ribs. I clear my throat.
So, when's the party?
Next week on Saturday. You let her welcome too, of course.
He hands me an invitation printed on cheap printer paper. Lou leans on my shoulder to catch a glimpse of it too.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Need help decorating again?
I'd be chuffed to bits to have you.
I, gotta work next Saturday. Sorry.
Again? Man, they've been running you repair boys ragged lately.
And they take another sip. That tea must have gotten pretty cold by now.
Tell me about it. I haven't had a proper day off in months.
Offer still stands if you want to work reception with me. My manager already said.
Hard pass.
Come on, beggars can't be choosers. The coffee isn't that bad.
I point at my brow piercing, then at my tongue piercing.
What am I supposed to do with these? Customer will probably figure out if I saw.
So, you'd probably set off a few metal detectors. Big deal. One of my coworkers has more tats than a cheetah has stripes.
Willem strokes his waddle.
I'm pretty sure cheetahs have spots.
I'll just keep doing repairs, I guess.
You don't sound too happy.
I feel like it's all I'm really good at.
What a load of rubbish.
Willie's right. I've tried your salsa dips.
Thanks.
But, hey, if there's anything I can do, let me know. Feels like the only times I hang out with you are office parties. We really gotta meet outside work more.
Right. We even had to plan to meet up today.
We can catch a movie when things slow down.
Good idea. There's this one I really wanted to see.
I immediately feel a primordial sense of terror encroaching upon me, eating away at the very core of my being.
If this is another horror flick...
They click their tongue.
I'm not sure they'd sell you another ticket to a horror movie after you screamed the house down last time.
It's all coming back to me now. The blood, the gore, the expensive popcorn I threw all over my hoodie. I can still smell the caramel.
I thought it was going to be some romance flick. No one told me there was going to be ghosts.
Really? You passed out before the ghosts even showed up.
Lou rests their chin on their hand.
You can rest easy this time. That Fish Ate My Mother's coming out in a few days.
The really bad musical?
You mean the most amazing musical?
The review I read called it a god-awful train wreck. Direct quote. And that was the nicest thing they said about it.
Which is exactly why we should go see it. Don't make me drag Willem along instead.
Willem, behind the bar, recoils, nearly backing into the wine bottles.
I ain't letting you rope me into another one after what you pulled last month.
Excuse me? Poltergeist 3 was a work of art. You have no respect for the classics.
If that movie's a classic, I'm the Queen of Batavia.
I suppose it's up to me to defuse this argument before the claws come out.
The new Lions Brigade movie's coming out soon. Why don't we go see that?
Didn't they end the franchise, 20 years ago?
It's a reboot.
Alex, aren't we a little old for comic book movies?
I'm 28.
Hell, you're older than I am.
Exactly. Face it, Al, we're dinosaurs at this point. Fossils, remnants of a bygone age.
I get the point.
Give it a couple more years, and you can't even put twink in your profile anymore.
I roll my eyes.
So what makes musicals any better?
Musicals let me pretend I have at least some class.
If you're dinosaurs, what's that make me, eh?
Someone who can pour us another round of drinks. You want beer, Al? It's on me.
One more for this dinosaur. Some bitterballen too, please.
You heard the man, Willie.
It's completely dark out by the time I leave. Rain's tapping away at the awning, but the downpour hasn't deterred some of the usual Friday night crowd from exploring the crown jewel of Batavia, city of the future. There's nocturnals heading to their jobs for the night, while a few brave diurnals go from bar to bar to celebrate the weekend, all underscored by the hum of the underwater trains. I can make out a few people swimming in the canals as well. Probably also out on a night on the town. The stores still seem to be open down there. Shippersburg has a relatively large aquatic population, roughly a fifth of its inhabitants. Most can't live on land full time, so a bunch of them live and work underwater, in the web of canals that run throughout the entire city. There's entire bustling neighborhoods down there. Stores, bars, churches, apartments. And, of course, the train stations Shippersburg is known for. A far cry from the quiet port town it used to be over 100 years ago. Things change quickly around here. They have to. When there's so many species with their own wants and needs living in one place, technology is constantly evolving to meet them. One company in particular has allowed this city's infrastructure to flourish. 20 years ago, Brevard Enterprises came out of nowhere and revolutionized the city, making it one of the most technologically advanced on the continent. Holograms, underwater transportation systems, recyclable breathing apparatuses, even the town's security system runs on Brevard tech. It's nothing short of a marvel, and turned Shippersburg into a major tourist destination almost overnight. Of course, there are some oddities. The man behind the company, Raoul Brevard, has never been seen in public. He might as well be a ghost. He only communicates through spokespeople. He doesn't even have an online encyclopedia page. The rumors surrounding him have gotten to the point where some people think he doesn't exist at all. That he's made up by the higher-ups to sell some bullshit sentimental story. One-man's dream and all that. On paper, though, he's technically my boss. Of course, I'm so far down the company hierarchy, I might as well be underground. My phone buzzes in my pocket. I sigh and extend a hand, twiddling my fingers to activate the holographic interface. I can't be bothered to grab it right now. A lion's face greets me, his piercing green eyes boring right into my soul. I should probably change my lock screen at some point, but it's been hard. Stefan. My stomach turns. I quickly swipe across the screen to make him go away. Even being inebriated doesn't make it any easier to look at him. Alright. Notifications. One missed call from Mom. She's been out of the country for a while, but I don't think she has the whole time zone thing figured out. I should call her back later.
You're gonna catch a cold standing out here like that.
And the door clicks shut behind me. I close the holographic interface like a child getting caught with his phone in class.
Just waiting out the rain.
You'll be waiting a while. It's gonna be pissing down all night.
That sucks.
God, just what I needed.
Got places to be this late?
Just missed the Bruins. I have to pick up some things for lunch tomorrow.
Say hello to the old bat for me. It's been a while since I walked in there.
Well, she asks about you all the time.
Tell her I'm taken.
The rooster fumbles with a soggy pack of cigarettes.
Who's the lucky fella?
I don't kiss and tell. You know that.
How do you even do it?
Easy. You tell someone they're cute, buy them a drink, and
Not that. How do you kiss someone without any lips?
you just... And then...
He works his beak.
It takes practice, it does.
He finally manages to light a cig and takes a long drag. Looking at me all the while, he holds the pack out to me.
Fancy one?
It's very tempting right now. And yet,
Nah, thanks. Been clean for a couple weeks now.
That makes one of us. Good on yous.
He puts the pack back in his pocket.
You talk to me, Al. It sounds like you're in a rough spot.
He puts emphasis on the spot part. Because of course he does.
This isn't an intervention, is it?
I just asked you a question.
I finally relent with the loudest, most exaggerated sigh I can muster.
I'm fine.
I'm not.
I can handle myself.
Barely.
You know, I always land on my feet.
Even if it feels like I break my legs doing it every time. The rooster takes another drag.
I don't doubt that. You've always been a right clever bloke. Sometimes I just worry.
He blows a thick cloud of smoke in my face, and I nearly have a coughing fit.
I'm not some charity case.
Wasn't saying you were one.
He taps a cigarette, letting the glowing ash fall on the wet pavement. The rain slowed down to a very soft drizzle, making the scenery only marginally less depressing as people pack away their umbrellas.
Mind if I tell you a story?
Depends.
He quickly shakes his head.
This one's family friendly, I promise.
Sure it is.
A long time ago, right here, on a night just like this, I was working a graveyard shift, weekend after Pride. Everyone was still sleeping off the hangovers, nothing to do, no one to see. When in walks this college kid, I'd see him pass the place a couple times, but he never came in before. After some prodding, he told me he was gay. Scared shy to tell his parents. He said I was the first person he talked to about it. Can you believe that? A complete stranger. You know what I said?
That it wouldn't leave the room.
And?
That I'd have a place to belong, no matter what.
I don't mean to sound like a green cut here, but we need the folks to survive, Alex. Ain't no one gonna be better off if you keep bottling things up.
I exhale.
I'm just scared, I guess.
Yeah?
You heard, Lou. We're dinosaurs. I'm almost 30, and I've been working the same job since I finished high school. You've got this place to be proud of. I got nothing. So, yeah, I'm scared. What if I never amount to anything?
I suck my teeth, trying to keep myself from tearing up. My vision blurs all the same. It's the rain, or so I tell myself.
I think it's okay not to have things figured out yet, Al. Personal opinion. You look at everyone else and think they have all their luggage neatly packed away. But truth is, we're all still mucking about trying to deal with things as best we can.
He gestures to the crowd.
Every single one of them. There's never any shame in not who you are yet. Especially in your bloody 20s.
A few feet away from us, a large white moth shrugs off the water still clinging to his coat. He looks at his watch before flapping his shimmering wings and taking flight. Just like that. He hovers above the ground for a few moments before taking off into the night as fast as they can carry him. My eyes follow him as he drifts above the crowd and eventually above the buildings themselves. Before long, he's just a dot in the sky. I clench my teeth. It's such a common sight here, but it fills me with awe every single time. Awe and envy. I take a deep breath, trying my best to shake off the insecurity and sling my messenger bag over my shoulder. I could use a cigarette right now.
I'm heading out.
Hey, have a safe trip home, you hear? I don't want to hear about you getting mugged in the news.
I've been here how many times now?
That don't make the city any less dangerous at night.
Fine. I'll text you when I get there. And I'm sorry about the anniversary thing. Really wish I could make it.
Tell you what, you help me clean up the hen sometime and add some water under the bridge. I know we ain't got the volunteer positions open no more, but I'd love to have you working behind the bar again sometime. Like the good old days.
Of course. I mean,
When you have time.
when I have. Yeah.
A big glob of rainwater drips down onto my neck as I step out from under the awning. It's freezing cold, and the sound that escapes my muzzle as it seeps down my back is less than flattering. Willem laughs and tosses what's left of his cigarette on the wet pavement, stomping it out.
Alright, have a good one, Alex.
I mumble a bye, myself, pulling up my hood and walking off into the night. If you follow the canal down from the Hen, you eventually get to the old foreign quarter of the Sweetwater district. Most of its inhabitants are descendants of immigrants who came here after the war. It's by far one of the most densely packed areas of Shippersburg, with every square meter having a restaurant or store offering food or goods you can't get anywhere else. Feels like the one place in town where things slow down a little. There's fewer screens, fewer obnoxious neon signs, and just a little past the Indian restaurant I always forget the name of, there's a little corner store. The dark, worn bricks make it stick out like a sore thumb next to all the more modern buildings. It's been graffitied all over. Some of this art is as old as I am, maybe even older. The city's offered to clean it up multiple times, but the owners steadfastly refused. Says it adds character. The bright pink sign reads, "The Bruin" in a gaudy-looking font. The dim lights inside might give the impression that the store is closed for the evening, but it's only open after sundown. That sounds shady, but really it's just because the owner's asleep during the day, like most nocturnals. When I was still in college, I used to stop by at least once a week to get something to eat after going clubbing. I grabbed some kielbasa and eat it all in one go at 3 in the morning. Those were the days. Unlike most of my other college food, the stuff here had some degree of flavor, on top of being cheaper than anything I could buy at the regular grocery store. So, win-win. I've got a lot less free time these days, but I still grab a bite every now and then. A shrill doorbell announces my arrival, almost loud enough to rupture my eardrums. This store is an assault on every single one of my senses. It's cluttered and claustrophobic in a way only the smallest of corner stores can manage. There's bright, colorful foreign packaging on every shelf, and I can't even begin to read the text on half of it. Foreign sweets, foreign booze, foreign spices, and my favorite, the foreign pastries they usually keep under the glass near the counter. The smell's enough to make both my eyes and mouth water. An entire experience crammed into a place probably no bigger than my living room. Probably the greatest fire hazard in town.
Mrs. De Rooji!
I'm greeted by a voice almost as squeaky as that front door before its owner comes hobbling out of a small hallway behind the counter.
Alex, sweetie?
She rubs at her eyes, fixing her brightly colored headscarf I've never seen her without. Her eyes, or at least what I can see of them, light up when she sees me. I can't help but smile back at her. It's like I'm seeing my grandma again, except with wings and big ears. And suspiciously sharp teeth.
Hey, Mrs. De Rooji.
It's been a while since I last saw you. You've gotten so tall.
I'm pretty sure she just got a bit smaller. With a grunt and a crack of her back that can't be good news, she drags out a milk crate from underneath the counter to stand on. She can't reach the register without it. It's old and battered from years of use. I remember the local kids making a game out of trying to steal it. I won't confirm or deny having been one of said kids. As many chicks up my sleeve as spots on my face, the neighbors used to say.
How have you been?
She wrings her bony paws, almost knocking over a small newspaper stand with her wings. It's as if it's a question she's been preparing for her entire life.
Wonderful, dear. Absolutely wonderful.
Her Lockean accent's as thick as it's always been in the 22 years I've known her.
Business has been, what's the word again? Exploding?
Booming?
Booming. Yes, it's the tourists, dear. The rainfalls put a damper on things, but on good nights, we have more customers than the Lutetian Museum.
I see more tourists than townsfolk these days.
Probably stopping by Shippersburg for the weed.
I was just telling Andrea the same thing. It's good to see the young ones so interested in the local culture.
Yeah, it's the weed.
You'll be taking the usual, yes?
Mm-hmm. Can you pack in one extra this time? I could use a little boost.
For you, I'll pack in 2 extra. You're thin as a rail. You could use some meat on those bones.
I just eat what my budget allows, really.
Definitely not enough then. 3 extra it is. You have to take care of yourself, Alex. How else will you get another boyfriend,
After dying a little inside, I clear my throat.
It's okay, ma'am. I'm not exactly on the market right now.
Nonsense. The market stays open until the meat goes bad. You'll never know when another customer will show up at your door. How do you think I met Andrea?
Bingo club?
Online dating, and let me tell you, the 90s were a different time. None of those apps or hookup places or...
Please stop.
You young'uns have it easy, is what I'm saying.
I guess I've been playing this game on a hard mode all this time then. She waddles on over to the pastries. As she bags them, a sickeningly sweet smell starts wafting through the air, overpowering nearly everything else. I grab my wallet, taking out a €5 bill. She hops up onto the milk crate and starts tapping away at the register.
All right. This plus that, carry the 2, and... We're open. Excuse me for a moment, dear.
She hops off the crate and heads for the door. I'm left standing there, €5 bill in hand, so close to my pastries I can taste them already.
Open up, bratty! I know you're in there!
More knocking. No. Ramming. The door handle rattles wildly, sending the bell connected to it into overdrive. I prick my ears up and sniff the air so I can maybe get a hint of who or what it is, but I can only smell the pastries. Slinking behind the stacked shelf facing the door, I take out my phone.
Open!
The person on the other end kicks the door so hard I see wood bits coming off.
It opens inwards, dear. You need to push, not pull.
Mrs. De Bruin's voice is as soft and sweet as always. She's probably used to stuff like this by now. Meanwhile, I'm over here failing to dial emergency services because my hands are trembling so hard.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry, dear. It happens all the...
The door slams open, inwards, creaking so hard it's a miracle it's still on its hinges. I peer over the bags of sweets on the shelf to see some sort of fish standing in the doorway. Is it a barracuda? It's hard to tell when the lights are turned down so low.
Time.
The door crashes shut behind him with the ring of the bell and a splintering of wood. I duck, hoping to God he hasn't seen me yet.
Ahoy, ma'am! Word on the 7 Seas is that you haven't paid your fees yet.
Fees?
Emergency services, emergency services.
Ah, so those large ears of yours aren't just for show.
Mrs. De Bruin lets out an affronted gasp. I don't know if it's because of the insult or whatever this pirate act is supposed to be.
That's right, Granny. Fees, protection money, keeping the streets clean doesn't come cheap, you know. There be debts to be paid, coffers to be filled.
I pay my tax the same as everyone else, thank you.
Well, see, this is a new kind of tax. You pay us, and we make sure nothing bad happens to you. Give and take. You get what I'm saying, madam?
That won't be necessary. This is one of the safest neighborhoods in the city.
Oh, but accidents happen when you least expect them. You don't want that, do ye? Well, neither do I, and neither does Captain Ahab, scourge of the saltwater.
Is that a threat, dearie?
The Saltwater Syndicate doesn't make threats, ma'am. It's just a suggestion.
I've dated eels less slimy than this guy. I get as low to the ground as I can, and finally manage to tap the call button. The line beeps, and for a second I hear my heart pounding in my throat.
Hello.
I steady my breathing and try to be as quiet as I can as that barracuda continues his shtick.
Help me, please,
Thank you for calling Shippersburg Emergency Services. For matters involving the police, please press 1.
Fuck!
Voice command not recognized. Please refrain from calling emergency services outside of emergencies. Continue to miss...
I close the call, crawling over to the edge of the shelf to peek around the corner.
And were I to even have money, you would be the last person I would consider giving it to.
The barracuda grins wildly at her. His teeth are sharp as knives. He's got her backed up against the counter now. She's clinging to it for dear life.
Then I suppose we'll have to do things the hard way, won't we?
The barracuda's hand goes where I can't see it. I hear a click and a gasp from Mrs. De Bruin. Next thing I know, the man's got a pistol pointed straight at her head. It's an old flintlock pistol.
like something straight out of a pirate's movie. Except it's real. And right in front of me. And probably doesn't fire blanks. Someone has to do something. I have to do something. Think, Al. Think! I scan the shelves for anything I can use. Maybe there's something heavy in here. My eyes fall on a large plastic condiment bottle. I try sniffing to see what's even in it, and I have to hold in a pained sob almost immediately. It's sweet, sour, spicy all at the same time. Are those onions floating in it? What is this unholy concoction? Get it together, Alex! You have to do this. For once in your life, get your shit together! I get up, gripping the bottle so tight I can feel my paw getting sweaty. Hey! My voice cracks 5 times, shouting a 3-letter word. Good going, Alex. Very intimidating. His head snaps in my direction immediately, and right away I feel the semblance of courage I had moments ago drained from my body. You leave that lady alone right this instant! I charge forward, condiment bottle in hand, running on nothing but pure adrenaline and a few bottles of cheap beer.
Are you running a rig?
I catch him off guard, and using whatever force I can muster, slam the bottle down on the fishbowl helmet. While the soft material it's made out of cushions the blow, the Barracuda falls flat on his ass regardless, the cap of the bottle on the ground next to him. He looks up at me, dazed, growling. It'd have been funny if he wasn't carrying a deadly weapon.
You just made the biggest mistake of your life, Hound! I'll cleave you to the brisket!
If looks could kill, this guy would be hacking me to pieces right now. I'm pretty sure that's what he wants to do either way. I don't understand pirate lingo. He reaches for the gun again. This is it. All I wanted was pastry, and I didn't even get to eat it. Life's cruel. He points the pistol at me. I wince. I close my eyes. I squeeze the bottle.
Buttermilk biscuits!
I hear something clatter on the floor. When I pry my eyes open, I have to resist the urge to immediately shut them again. What's in the bottle is now all over the would-be robber's fishbowl helmet, dribbling down onto his designer jacket. The smell is absolutely putrid. He rubs at his helmet to clear it, but it just stains his sleeves red.
Shit! I mean, when I get my hands on ye be, you're gonna be shark chow, you mangy dog!
I turn to Mrs. De Bruin.
Run!
It takes her a moment, but she nods and disappears, sprinting for the door. Just me and Pirate Pete over here now. Why did I do this again? He's rubbed away most of the sauce on his helmet, but the rest of his clothes are a mess of blood-red stains. Blood-red stains that smell like an expired hot dog. I try kicking the gun away, but he's gotten to it before I can even get my foot up.
This is what you get for messing with Ishmael, matey.
I'm so focused on my impending death that I'm completely taken off guard by the sudden sound of glass shattering into a million pieces. A rush of cold air washes over the tiny store, its intensity only matched by the sound of the booming voice that follows.
Dawn has come to vanquish the night.
When I turn my head, the storefront window is busted beyond recognition. Glass shards litter the old wooden floor. At the center of the destruction stands a large, hooded, masked canine, most likely a Rottweiler. His large, intimidating frame is cloaked in shadow, cape billowing in the wind, wearing... I don't know what he's supposed to be wearing, actually. It's somewhere between pro wrestler getup, an elaborate cosplay, and a shameless gimp suit? Is that neoprene? I thought fish who talked like pirates would be the weirdest thing I'd see all day, but the universe just loves proving me wrong. Not that I have any right to complain in my current situation.
Drop your weapon, evildoer!
Who in the blazes are ye supposed to be? Pardon, matey, but the convention center's across the street.
It's actually 2 blocks down, but you can't always expect accuracy in these kinds of situations.
I said drop your weapon, you crook.
There's an underlying growl in the canine's voice. It just makes me shiver.
You fucking mind who you... Heed who ye be gabbing to, Hound, or it's the plank for ye.
I know exactly who I'm talking to.
The canine folds his arms, tilting his head. I can read his expressions pretty well even with the mask on.
Ain't no good lowlife. Trying to bully people who can't fight back. I don't think Ahab would be very pleased if news got back that you were robbing old ladies for pocket change.
He looks at me.
Or losing a brawl to Captain Hot Sauce over here.
I don't know whether to be grateful or offended.
Wasn't much of a brawl, really.
What do you know about Captain Ahab?
Enough to know that he'd be very, very disappointed.
The Barracuda's frothing at this very dangerous and fanged mouth, his helmet filling up with bubbles. He aims his gun at the masked man. The canine doesn't flinch, even when he pulls the trigger. The gun makes a strange noise right before something wet and red seeps out of the barrel, dribbling to the floor below where it lands with a spatter.
Oh, you gotta be
He smacks the gun against his palm.
shitting me!
He tosses it aside, glaring daggers at me.
You ruined me pistol!
You ruined me pastries!
Could we wrap this up, please? I'm a very busy man, you see. Bigger fish to fry, if you catch my drift.
The fish redirects the glare at the dog in front of us.
To Davy Jones, locker with ye!
This guy's pirate act is less consistent than my income. He charges at the masked man who gracefully dodges, nearly sending him flying through what's left of the window. The Barracuda turns and pulls a knife from inside his jacket, all in the same movement. He swipes it at the dog's throat, but the masked man's already ducked, winding up for an uppercut that sends the robber crashing against a rack of gossip magazines next to the door. While its impact is undeniable, the exertion leaves the canine winded, panting.
Had enough?
The Barracuda twitches for a moment, then charges at him as if to answer his question. The dog narrowly avoids another slash of the would-be robber's knife, but not the fist that connects with his stomach right after. The shelves shake when he makes impact with the floor. Bags of chips come raining down.
Suppose I should be asking ye that question.
The fish points the knife at the masked man. I want to help him, but my legs have turned to jelly. The crook's eyes narrow as he glares at me.
Ye be next.
No. You are.
The dog rolls onto his back.
Villainy 101. Don't gloat until the job is done.
He kicks upwards, hitting the fish's hand, and the knife goes flying.
Spot!
My eyes meet the dog's, and I understand without him needing to explain. Putting my shoulder forward, I run as fast as I can towards the robber.
Oh.
I crash into him hard. Light as he is, he goes flying, falling out of the broken window and onto the cold, wet street outside with a pitiful scream. He staggers to his feet, his once pristine jacket now covered in stains and spots, torn in more than a few places.
You ain't seen the last of me, mutts!
He gives me one final look before running across the street and jumping into the canal. The dog doesn't give chase. The feeling of relief that washes over me, knowing this experience is behind me, is almost euphoric. I did it. I really did it. I made a difference.
That's what I thought.
The dog turns his attention to me. I brandish the bottle at him out of instinct. It's almost empty at this point. With a quizzical cant of his head, he laughs. Loudly. Raising a paw, he takes a step closer. He smells of expensive cologne, with hints of lime and ginger. I like it.
I'm not going to hurt you. What's your name?
I'm so wound up, I can't even remember my own name.
Spot it is.
He points to himself with a thumb.
I'm known as the Dawn Hound.
A proud grin stretches across his face, like I'm supposed to have any idea what he's talking about. Known by whom?
Oh, well, you see,
He clears his throat, looking at his feet.
I'm still getting the word out there.
He goes quiet. I look past him, out the broken window, where people have begun to crowd around.
Rest assured, he'll get what's coming to him. Ahab's men might be a slippery bunch. They're not the brightest anglerfish in the ocean.
He flashes what looks like a very fancy wristwatch at me.
If they were, they might notice the trackers.
This is some spy shit. Who's this Ahab person?
You've never heard of Captain Ahab, Scourge of the Saltwater?
Can't say I have.
Count yourself lucky. He runs a little crew in the Saltwater district.
He puts air quotes around the word crew.
They call themselves the Saltwater Syndicate. A gang of thugs, really. But lately, they've been getting bolder.
And the police? He shakes his head.
Can't do anything, I'm afraid. No one knows where his base of operations might be. Every safe house they've busted has been, well, a bust. But that's where I come in. I'm going to,
He catches himself.
I can't tell you any more than that. Confidential information. Hero things.
He says that, but his tail's wagging like crazy. I must be the first to ask about any of this.
Say, I couldn't help but notice the logo on your hoodie. Do you work for Brevard?
Regrettably.
Don't enjoy your job?
Not much of a job, really. I'm just a gopher in repairs. But it pays the bills. Who knows? If I'm lucky, maybe I'll have paid off my student loans in time for the retirement home.
I had no idea the situation at the company was that dire.
Huh? He looks away, fidgeting.
Nothing.
I hear a beep. Something lights up under his hood. He touches his ear, and then I hear a voice.
Police are closing in on your position. I suggest making escape now, sir.
The accent sounds foreign. Russ, most likely. If I wasn't confused as hell about everything going on, I'd say it was sexy.
Right. Target swam through the net. Over.
I will watch him like hawk watches her sleeping young. He will not leave my sight.
Wasn't expecting anything less from you. Over and out.
Gotta go?
Much as I'd love to stay and chat. It was a pleasure meeting you, Spot. Really held your own back there.
He extends a paw. I take it and shake it. He's got a really firm grip. But that's to be expected. Alex. My name's Alex.
Spot fits you better. You know, as of all the,
He gestures to my face.
Hey!
I swat his hand away, much to his amusement. We lock eyes. There's a goofy grin on his face. He's kind of cute for a guy in a gimp suit. I can hear police sirens in the distance. I guess the voice on the radio was right. Maybe Mrs. De Rooji called him over.
I'll see you around then?
I should hope so. I could use a sidekick.
Sidekick? Pretty sure I saved your bacon there, big guy.
I poke his belly. He laughs raucously.
Exactly. Can't think of a better person to fill those shoes. You've got the spots. Now earn the stripes.
I'll have to fetch my resume.
I'll keep an eye out for it.
He pats my shoulder. His paw's so warm. Or maybe I'm just really cold and clammy.
Good night, Spot.
Night, Dawn Hound.
Feels strange to hear other people call me that.
It's a hard name to forget. I wink at him. What I can see of his face turns bright red.
I'll be off then. Farewell, citizen.
And so my savior turns, cloak swishing in the wind as he hops out the window and vanishes into the night.
Coffee sometime?